Hey yogis, it's Doona. So if you're new to my channel and you enjoy this class, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're back to my channel, thank you so much for supporting me. So today really focusing on our IT band, so really getting into our glutes and our hamstrings as well. You will most likely need a strap and your 2 blocks. And let's go get started on our backs. So we're going to be focusing a lot on both active and passive stretching. Really your choice on whether or not you want to do both active and passive. So I'll give you those different options. I kind of like active stretching. It really helps to get those tight muscles. All right, so once you're on your back, feel free to keep your knees bent. And as you inhale, draw your belly in, keep your tailbone tucked. So right away, you should feel your core start to engage. And as you exhale, just soften through your shoulders. Let the collarbones open, chest open. Inhale, find a little length through your side body, side waist. And as you exhale, again, allow your neck to relax, shoulders to relax, jaw to relax. Inhale, stretch your right leg up towards the sky and flex your right foot a lot. Okay, so the more you stretch, or rather you flex your right foot, the more stretch you'll feel in the back of your right ankle, into your calf, all the way down to your hamstrings. Feel free to grab your strap, hook it around your right foot. Otherwise, right peace finger grabs your right big toe. Now, that's only if your right shoulder does not lift up. If it does, grab your strap or bend your knee. Drop your right shoulder down so the chest stays open. You have an option to keep your left knee bent or straighten it out and keep your left foot flexed as well. So really focusing on this active stretch here. You're more than welcome to take more of a restorative stretch. Kind of relax the left leg, relax the right leg. And just kind of breathe into the hamstrings. Maybe create some dynamic movements here as well. Make some circles. So many different ways of stretching, moving. Again, doing what feels best for your body. All right, so if your left knee is bent, let's go ahead and straighten it out. Grab your right foot or ankle, calf, whatever is accessible for you with your left hand. And cross your right leg over your chest. So not a huge drastic twist. Imagine your right foot is just stacked directly over the left shoulder. And you should feel your right IT band down into your right glute. Again, feel free to bend your right knee. Keep the left shoulder down. Both shoulder blades are grounded this entire time. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Come back to center. Release your right foot. Bend your right knee. Inhale, stretch your left leg all the way up. Either grab your strap, grab your big toe, open through your collarbones, press the shoulder blades down. Maybe make some circles here. Grab your left foot or leg with your right hand. Cross it over slightly. So not too much. You're not dropping your left leg all the way over to the right. Just a little bit. And then slightly press your left glute forward, down towards your right toes. Good. Come back to center, slowly release. Bend both knees back. Neutralize your spine, tailbone tucked. Cross your right ankle on top of left thigh, figure four. Interlace your fingers behind your thigh or on top of your shin. Now, Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. If it's not there already, let's go ahead and meet there. Straighten out your left leg all the way up towards the sky. Flex both feet a lot. Imagine kicking the sky with your left heel. Can you straighten out your left leg? Drop your lower back down. Good. Rebend your left knee. Inhale. Re-straighten your left leg. Just 2 more. Exhale. Bend your left knee. Inhale. Straighten. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Let's come back to our figure 4. Try to keep your legs into your chest. Tee out your arms and drop your legs over to the left. Slightly scoot your hips over to the right. So again, keeping this right knee pointing up. Don't let it drop down. Come back to center, release your right ankle, neutralize your spine. Figure 4 on the left side. So the first couple of breaths, since we're still warming up here, still at the beginning of the class, take it slow. If you want to keep your right foot grounded, that's always an option. Just press your left knee away from your chest. And your shoulder blades, shoulders are still grounded. Chest stays open. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Flex your right foot a lot. Get into your hamstrings. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Good. Tee out your arms. Scoot your hips over to the left. Drop your legs over to the right. Figure 4, supine twist. Again, just like the other side, keep this left knee pointing up. Don't let it drop down towards your chest. Come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Rock forward and back a few times, creating momentum until you can rise all the way up into your first downward facing dog. Once you're there, pedal out your knees. Your hamstrings and your calves should already be pretty warmed up here. So take notice, bring awareness. Find stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels as high as you can. Exhale, drop your heels over to the left. Keep pushing your hands into the floor. Chest pushes back. And then lift your hips a little bit higher here. You should feel it in your left IT band, into your calves, into your hamstrings. Come back to center, lift your heels. Drop your heels over to the right. Same thing here. Push your chest back. Push your hips slightly up and over to the right. Straighten your legs. Come back to center. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step your right foot back, but try to drop your heel first and then drop your toes. Left foot steps forward in front of the right foot, heel first, then toes. And then just keep doing that until you're all the way up towards the top of your mat. Heel to toe, heel to toe. And then once you're all the way up towards the top of your mat, feet together, big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale, walk your hands over to the right, to the outside of your right foot. Drop your forehead over towards your right shin or knee. Keep your hips squared, but press your hips over to the left. Good. Other side, twisting to your left. You could always bend your knees. Good. Come back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, cross your right ankle over your left. So I'm going to just scoot my blocks forward just so you could see. Right pinky toe touches the left pinky toe. So your legs are crossed. For some, your right foot may be way forward, and that's okay. You'll still feel the stretch in your right IT band. So just try your best. And you could always grab your block underneath your hands. You could bend your knees. And wherever you're at, see if you could forward fold. And you'll feel in your left IT band here. The straighter your legs, the more stretch. Good. So keep your right foot where it's at. Release your left foot. Wrap it around the front and cross your left ankle over your right. And then same action here. Hinge from your hips. Fold over. All right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release your right foot, left foot. Let's come back to your forward folds. Big toes to touch, heel sliver apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot way back into your lunge position. Hands frame your right foot, right knee over right ankle, hips squared. Inhale, reach your right arm high, open your chest. Exhale, horizon pose. Okay, so layer one. Just feel free to drop your left foot, drop your hips, reach your right arm back. Okay, and again, your hips might stay lifted, and that's okay. But see if you could point your right toes out. Okay, and then layer two, you go all the way down, pointing all 10 toes towards the right. Inhale, lift your hips, reach your arms over your head. Exhale, horizon. Just two more here. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Come back to your lunge position. Drop your left knee. Half splits pose. Feel free to grab your block. Right leg stays straight or knee slightly bent as always. Whenever we do our hamstring stretches or the legs are straight, you could always bend the knee. Keep your left hand grounded underneath your left shoulder. Inhale, revolved half splits. Reach your right arm high. Keep your chest open and reach your sternum towards the top of your mat to lengthen your spine. Inhale and exhale, drop your right hand. Good. Bend your right knee. Frame your right foot. Lift your left knee and hop forward into your pyramid pose. Grab your blocks if needed. Hips squared. Inner thigh squeezes in. You could always fold over or keep your chest lifted. Keep your left hand grounded. Inhale, reach your right arm high, revolved pyramid. Again, chest stays up and lifted. Imagine straight lines through your body, like a stick figure. Drop your right hand, bend your right knee, forward fold. Let's bring our feet about as wide as our mat. 10 toes, all 10 toes points forward. And then let's go ahead and grab our elbows, relax the head, and just take a nice little resting, breathing pose here. You can sway side to side. All right, yogis, we got the other side. Walk your feet back together. Step your right foot back this time into your lunge position. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. Exhale, horizon. You might have to adjust your feet. Inhale, reach forward, lift your hips. Exhale, 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Come back into your lunge. Drop your right knee, straighten out your left, half splits. Inhale, revolved half splits. Drop your left hand, pyramid pose. Keep your right heel grounded, right toes out. So right foot about 45-degree angle. Left toes keeps pointing forward. Hand stays underneath your shoulders. You could always bend your left knee, but keep your back leg straight. Right hand stays underneath your shoulder. Inhale, revolved pyramid. Keep reaching up. Left shoulder over right. Lean back. Keep your right heel grounded. And release your left hand. Good. Take your forward fold. Feet outer hip width. Distance apart. Bend your knees. Relax your head. Feel free to grab opposite elbows here. Dangle your torso. Good. Walk your feet together. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Good. Okay, so for the next 2 poses, feel free to grab your blocks. Let's come into our standing splits position. So let's keep our hands underneath the shoulders. Again, grab your blocks if needed. Leading with your right inner thigh. Lift your right leg up. So your spine stays parallel to the floor as well as your right leg. Be mindful of opening up your hips. So we're not focusing on the hip, focusing on the left hamstring. Keep your right toes pointing down. Either stay here, really focusing on the left hamstrings. Otherwise, revolved half moon. Reach your left arm up. So this time you're going to feel the deep stretch in your left IT band. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Release your left hand. Drop your right foot. Other side. Inhale. Reach your left leg up, leading with your inner thigh. Keep your hips squared. Chest stays lifted. Spine's long. Option to bend your right knee. Either hold here. Otherwise, inhale, stretch your right arm high. Keep your spine long. Chest reaches forward. Hips stays squared. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Release your right hand. Release your left foot. Awesome. Cha-cha out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squat and curl. The hard part is over, yogis. Let's go ahead and focus on some more restorative stretches for our hamstrings and IT bands. Let's have a seat. Straighten out both legs in front of you. Big toes to touch. Again, heel sliver apart, just like your standing position. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, hinge from your hips. I like to grab my block, place it on top of my shins, and kind of just relax my forehead. So again, we've worked so hard, really focusing on active stretching. Now really focusing on relaxing. I call this some restorative stretching. Just allowing the stretch to happen on its own. Inhale, slowly rise. Bend your right knee, right foot into your left inner thigh. And the same thing here. Keep your left toes pointing up. You can place a block on top of your left shin. Relax your forehead on top of the block. Both sit bones grounded. You could even sit on a block. Right knee might lift up a little bit. That's okay. Inhale, slowly rise. Straighten out your right leg. Bend your left knee. And same thing on the right side. Inhale, slowly rise. Straighten out your left leg. And then let's go ahead and widen out our legs. So just make sure all 10 toes points up. So you're rolling your inner thighs out. So not in, out. Left hand on top of left shin. Inhale, stretch your right arm up and over. Drop your right shoulder and fold directly over your left leg. Again, you could just relax your forehead. Inhale, rise. Go ahead and walk your hands to the middle. Fold directly forward. Keep your toes pointing up. Inhale, rise. Right hand on top of right shin. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. Drop your left shoulder, fold over your right leg. Good. All right, friends. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. We'll close our practice in Supta Baddha Konasana. Again, you could grab your block in front of you, hinge from your hips, and just relax your forehead here. So just getting into the hips, the glutes, the inner thighs, the lower back. Stay here as long as you need, friends. Thank you so much for joining me again for our IT band and hamstring stretch class. I'll see you guys next time. Namaste.